Hey everyone, Adam from Move Aware with a little bit of tip on how to use things that we would erroneously assume as soft practices like mindfulness and breathing for actually hard edge things like performance, and whether it be the gym or actually within the office. But let's talk more about the gym, especially if you're a CrossFitter, a weightlifter, I don't know if you play hockey, anything like that. There's an edge to it. And a lot of times you might think like, well, that mindfulness and all that other stuff, those are for soft practices. That's for yoga. That's for when I'm recovering, rejuvenating. Well, that's wrong. It's actually something that you should be doing every day in the gym as you're training. A lot of times you're doing some of this stuff without even knowing it. So I'm going to bring some conscious attention to that so that you can practice and see and try this stuff on and say, hey, is this legit or is it BS? You don't have to take my word for it. You try it. So here's a practice for you to do that. And we're actually just taking a mindfulness practice that is pretty common. It's called a body scan. That's it. You know, there are different variations to this, but what you're doing is you're in a methodical way going from toe to head or head to toe through your whole body, and you're just kind of being aware, and it's almost like you're just scanning a section and you're noticing whatever there is. You're not putting in different inputs, you're not wishing it was a certain way, just scanning. So we're going to put that together with some movement because I think people are already doing it, right? When you set up for a lift, what are you doing? Oh, okay, there's a little bit of a scan there. We're just going to add a little bit more oomph to that scan. So here's how the practice is going to go. You've got 3 positions. You're going to have your, what I call standing posture, your setup posture, and then your execution posture. So that's you basically doing the lift. So the standing one is really, we're just going to go in. So after you recovered, maybe you're getting ready for something that's really heavy, something that's going to really challenge your posture. Well, you got to know what postural neutral feels like. So we're going to go through, you'll just stand nice and tall. And I like to kind of just build from the feet first and make sure you're even on your feet. And then you're just going to go like maybe a section at a time or a joint at a time. So I might go my feet, then my shins, then my thighs and knees, my pelvis, all the way up, whatever works for you until you get to the top of the head. And I like to at least try to have one breath in one section. Right? That gives you enough time to really notice the subtleties of these things. And you'll start to see some of this stuff as you practice this more. So that's phase 1, standing. Then you go set up. So you're going to set up for your movement, whatever that is. So let's say if it's a deadlift, you're going to get the bottom of the deadlift. Or if it's a handstand, you're about to kick up in the handstand, you might put your feet down, have one leg ready to prep to kick up. And what you're going to do is you're just going to hold and again do a scan. In this scan, you may go a little faster, but you're just bringing some attention to this stuff. And then finally, the third is the execution posture, which is you doing the motion. And now I recommend that trying to do this without speed. I mean, not all movements you can do that, but what you're trying to do is through that motion is be completely aware of the body in its entirety or certain key cue points. So this is a great way. I mean, even as a coach, I try to get people to connect to this all the time because if you can feel it, you can fix it. If you can't feel what's going on, you're going to break down. And you may say like, well, not me. I'm a superstar. And you probably are. However, what ends up happening is neurologically, as you get fatigued, the signaling that goes from our areas of our body to our brain that says, hey, I'm in a good position, start to break down and interfere. So you have less ability to know where you are. And then secondly, which I find all the time, especially in our society with the goal outcome, is that I say, hey, do 10 reps. And at all costs, you're going to do 10 reps. Well, I'm adding a little bit to that. So you want to do 10 reps while maintaining efficient, effective, safe movement. So again, go through, just try this out. It's great on strength days. Standing posture, close your eyes, scan, and if you're going to be think you're going to be weird or something like that, just do it on your own time when there's no one around, or just tell people, give them a heads up. You'll be the deep stoic person. Awesome, right? Second, set up. So get into that position. If it's a pull-up, maybe you're getting down there, getting up, get set up, scanning again. And then finally, you're going to go through the motion with trying to maintain that sense of the entirety of the body and the system, or a specific point you're trying to focus on. So that's one option and one drill on how you can actually start to bring in these softer practices into these harder states for performance. So I'll actually shoot a link onto the description too that's got an older blog of mine that kind of breaks this down probably in a little bit more depth. and give you some different insights. Hope you get something to this. Please, don't just take my word for it. Try this stuff out. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. In the meantime, be well, move aware, and enjoy this moment. Ciao.